everybody and welcome back to another event vlog. The mood is high today. I have just finished my second year of university. Woohoo! So I've got a few months to just not be thinking about exams or coursework or deadlines, and it's the weekend of our most local BE event, BCA, which is literally 15 minutes from us. So despite the fact that I've got two boys eventing this weekend, two separate vlogs, I thought we'd come up the day early and walk the course because it's so close and it's just nice to see what your local event is pulling out of the bag. So this is going to be vlog 1 of BCA weekend. I've got Star in it and then come back for vlog 2, which will be Atty. They're both going to be in the 100, so just a nice confident run round a track that I know quite well. I've done this quite a lot over the years, so I'm very excited, and it would be quite hard push to go worse than it went last year. So, you know, the bar is very, very low. If you have been around since last year, you remember what happened. I didn't make it past Dressage, and if you haven't, I will link the vlog up here now so you can go and see what happened to Ashley and I. We were the first one of the whole day last year as well, which is not the case this weekend. We are going to be on in the afternoon, and last time I filmed an event vlog, I'm pretty sure I was in a coat. There will be no coats in sight this weekend. It's going to be rather toasty. We've had a complete change in the weather. It's going to be like 27, 28 degrees, so quite hot, lots of water on standby for the horses, but that's enough chit chat for now. Let's go and see what they've built for us. It's typical BCA, nothing there surprised me. Having done it like a few times over the years, I kind of was expecting it to look exactly how it did look, which is nice. I think for both boys there'll be like different parts of the course that are more of a challenge. I mean, it's 100, so I don't think anything should be hopefully too pressing. I actually feel quite positive about it. Maybe it's because it's not until tomorrow, but for Atty, I shan't talk about it because it's always a vlog, but for Star, I think the biggest question mark is the very end, because you go up a very steep hill and then you come down a very steep hill right before the water. And Star, when he gets tired, can get a bit strong, and he also loves to get a little bit strong when we go down hills. So that could be a little bit interesting if he's a bit tired by the end of the course. Does he get a bit strong, and then he really needs to be back for the water because you don't really see it till last minute. So I'm just going to have to work on sitting up and just ensuring he doesn't run away. I was saying to Mum it'd be really good if I could be a few seconds up on my watch ahead of that, so if I need to really slow down and get him back, I can, but we shall see. I don't actually have too much to do tonight. I am going to pack a bit of the lorry, but I'm not going to bath plan any of that until tomorrow, so yeah, I won't bore you with it, and I will see you tomorrow for event day. Good morning everybody, happy event day. I'm not dressed in my usual event day attire because we have such late times that I am going to watch my brother in a rowing race before I even have to think about getting ready. And they have a dress code, a little bit smarter than eventing. So I'm sure next time you see me I will look a little bit more event ready, but right now, Flo's in a dress and that doesn't happen very often. And just like that, she's back in horsey gear. I'm actually not sure what I make of these cargos. I haven't worn them on an event day before, but I thought it was a little bit too warm for trackies. Right, has she got everything? Thought I would take you for a live reaction because I did actually bath Sal this morning. And the whole time I was at the regatta, which was very lovely. Joe did very well, he won his first race. I was just thinking about, is Star going to be lying down in the stable? Is he still going to be clean? Was bathing him god-awful hour this morning actually worth it? And I'll take you for the grand reveal. We'll find out together. Be clean. Hello. Oh, well, you've had a lie down. Good job you're not eventing today. Doesn't bode well. Oh, you look quite clean. You stayed clean. Oh, that is good news. Yeah, so anyway, time to get platted up. I've half packed the lorry, but I've forgotten so many important things, so good job that I double checked my list. No stopwatch at the moment. We'll get going.
A 1 minute ride made me lose my way. 1 minute high, knew my life would change. And I was hoping that you could stay. The city lights will let remain. Oh, I hate saying goodbye. I wish that time went slow, but I know it ain't too long before we meet. I wait for you. No, I wait for you. Nothing can break us two. I wait for you. Counting every hour, every second makes it easier to keep on breathing. At night in my dreams I think.
So we have made it the whole 20-minute journey to BCA. Standing up, last one going in now. I think we're actually running quite a time, which is a nice change to normal. I keep forgetting the dressage test for some reason. I've done this test so many times that I feel like I know what I'm doing and then I actually don't know what I'm doing, so that could be interesting. But yeah, it's going well. It's just warm, quite warm. Well, we probably have never filmed you putting the ears on. No, because I usually forget. Yeah, but I actually remember to do it. They look like they're on properly. Yeah. Oh, he's looking for it.
Only one of you, only one of me. There's a million of those who won't let us be. But they're not gonna see me bleed. Cause baby, I got you. I've been beaten to the ground, dragged across the dirt. I've been scared to live cause some people never learn.
He's looking for one of us.
Cause baby, I got you. These are new beginnings and a better life. There's a dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try but they can never take me down. Ooh, 'cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. They always bring all the lonely, but with you here nothing can scare me. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love.
You can hear how hard the ground is. Ooh.
I will tell them what I'm feeling forevermore. I don't care about the feelings, not anymore. So let's show them that love is pure, no matter who it's for.
You already know it's time for a dressage test voiceover because I've actually been really good recently at remembering to pick up my test sheets. So you've got judges' scores and thoughts, and I personally love watching these in other people's event vlogs, so I'm gonna keep doing them. I just noticed there his pole drop a little bit as he went down the centre line, which I did not feel. I need to get better at that. But on the whole, I was happy with how he went down the centre line. And I'm happy with how he'd warmed up. We got a 6.5 for our centre line, and then we got a 6.5 for this turn that I'm about to do, which I thought felt really nice, but looking at it, he needs more suppleness, and that is exactly what the judge said. We got a 6.5 for the serpentine I'm about to do with the same comment as well. So I did a little bit more in the warm-up than I had been doing with him previously. Some canter work, some transitions, things that used to kind of upset him a bit because now I'm trying to push him. Now he's being so calm and well behaved, it's about trying to get a little bit more out of him. And I was really happy with how he warmed up. He was listening despite it being quite warm, and I think the test on the whole is a nice picture. It's just time to nitpick, you know, he can move forward a little bit more, he doesn't need to be so choppy in places. We got a 7 for that transition to canter, which I was happy with, and looking at the scores on the doors, this was obviously the section of the test that the judge liked the most, which is good to know because I would have said my right lead canter with him was probably like one of my weaker areas, so it's nice the judge liked it. We got a 7 for that circle as well, and a 7 for the turn that we're about to do. And then for the transition to walk, we got a 6.5, and the comments being that this section of walk, the steps are a bit short. They definitely were. If you saw my Shelford event vlog, he jogged pretty much as soon as I put him in walk, so I definitely rode this all, including this free rein long walk, which we got a 6 for, a little bit too cautiously. It's so hard, isn't it? You push them on and then they think you mean go. And he didn't help me there, did he? He was just like, I'm not in the mood to put my head down on the floor, like. But again, I can deal with it. This bit here there's a little bit of a miscommunication. I have no idea where this came from, and it like goes a little bit wrong. I'm meant to ask for a transition to canter in this corner, and I thought I asked all right, and he just struck off on the wrong leg, which is bizarre. If anything, like, he used to occasionally do that on the right leg. He's never done that on the left leg, so I think it was just an unfortunate thing. So we got a 4 for that, but she obviously commented that I corrected it. And then I felt him tense a little bit, but I feel like it looks better than it felt. We got a 6.5 for the circle and then a 6.5 for the turn here. I don't think that canter work looks massively different to the first section, but I think you can definitely tell it's a little bit tenser in this bit of trot work. My transition down to trot, I got a 6.5 for that, which I think was quite generous. And then back into another serpentine, which again, I just feel like after that little moment where he struck off on the wrong leg, it's flowing a little bit less well. He's a little bit more like on edge. We got a 6.5 for the serpentine as well. But we recovered, you know, we didn't throw our toys out of the pram, we didn't get upset. It was just one of those things. We got a 6.5 for this half 10 metre circle down the centre line to halt, and then we got a 6.5 for our halt as well. And then in terms of collectives, we got a 6.5 for his paces, a 6 for his impulsion, and a 6.5 for submission and my rider position. I was still relatively pleased with that. I still don't think it compares to the test we did at Goring, but I'm happy.
What do you think?
Yeah, I liked it.
I liked it.
Just that one little thing there where she nearly went into canter, but yeah, I thought it was good.
Agree. She struck off on the wrong leg, that's what happened, so she brought him back.
Oh,
But
what it was?
yeah, but the good news is he came back, because for a minute he looked like he was going to be silly, didn't he?
Yes,
but
he wasn't. No.
First half of our test felt so good. Such a shame about that little wobble with the canter, but the first half felt awesome. So yeah, can't really fault him. Unfortunate. He struck off on the wrong leg? Yeah, he did. I'm not really sure why, because that was the left rein, wasn't it? And yeah, you were so good. But the first half felt awesome. So accurate, so active. Now we might get slated for that, and I personally felt I didn't feel as calm afterwards. It felt that the tension was there a little bit. It's nice to hear that, like, from the ground maybe you didn't see it as much, but also my first half of my test I thought I'm riding such an accurate test, and then as soon as that happened I was a little bit like thrown, and I didn't think I was riding such an accurate test. So I really want to see that score sheet, because even if the mark isn't where I want it, I hope that the first half was trending at a really good place, because I was so happy with the first half. He looked great.
He looked very good in the first half.
We have dressage scores on the doors. 36. So I know I always say this is like my most common phrase of the season, but I haven't seen the test back yet, so I'm going to refrain. But the first half felt nice, but I've learned from the season sometimes when it feels nice, particularly on Atty, not Star, it doesn't necessarily look nice. The first half felt really nice, obviously then it went a bit wrong. So before seeing my sheet, obviously you'll probably know by this point, I really hope that she liked our first half and then slated our second half, because if the whole thing was just consistently kind of mediocre, then I'm gonna have less idea where to improve. Do you know what I mean? Like the first half felt nice, so I hope that was reflected in the marks, but we'll see. Anyway, time to get ready for show jumping. Just went and walked the course. It looks quite big, it's quite spooky, but on the whole things are at least jumping up because they're looking at the fences, so fingers crossed we'll be alright.
I've been around here on YouTube for long enough and posted enough show jumping rounds in the past that I hope I can post this round without getting absolutely slated. But I said it on my Instagram stories, I will say it again now, this is the ugliest round of show jumps I have ever jumped, and I'm not exaggerating. A lot of horses made this look very spooky, there are a lot of stops, and you can see here Star backs off the first fence a bit, which leads to me a bit flappy. Luckily we'd had a good warm-up because what you're about to see is just a lot of whims and prayers, and I'm very grateful to my amazing horse for putting up with me. Yeah, only way is to improve on style after this round, I think.
Yeah, she hit the first one not quite right, so we knew that was long. That's it. Yeah, that's the scope he's got, you see. You've got to just ask for it. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. English.
Well done, Flo.
Thank you. A bit of a hairy round of show jumps, but off to cross country.
Yeah.
Bed complex at 10 goes Kira Whiteman piloting Maggie's Law. Over the first, heading towards the hanging log at 2, and Flow Carter and Able Star make their way into the Hawkstone splash, quickly over both elements there, and now kick on for those and finish flags.
What, it's on the ground somewhere, is that?
Only I don't have anything for you. It's because of that, isn't it? Sorry.
So you'll be back here tomorrow, Paul, or not?
Not if you can help it.
No, I don't mind coming for a couple of hours to watch the show jump across country. It's all good stuff.
All done! We're about the last ones here, but we got reset. We finished 8th, so I've had a very quick look at the dressage sheet, and the judge didn't really well, she did not like it, but she didn't love the start and then not like the rest. She just wasn't a big fan. And show jumping, I know I didn't really talk about, but it was very hairy. I was very lucky he helped me out. And then cross country was awesome. 2 for 2 on good confidence rounds. So very pleased with him. Very, very pleased with him indeed. He's a good boy. Anyway, that is all from me, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 2. Any final words for the vlog? Very hot but very successful day. Yeah, we're happy. See you tomorrow for day 2. Bye!